The latest ALS Breakthroughs 2026 update. Real progress or false hope? If you or someone you love is fighting ALS, you deserve the truth, not hype, not false hope. Because in the last 12 to 18 months, new targeted drugs, promising clinical trials, and precision genetic treatments have started to actually move the needle. Today on InnerVara Nexus, we're breaking down the real latest ALS breakthroughs as of 2026, what's working, what's failing, and what might change everything. Let's start with reality. There is still no universal cure for ALS, but this matters. The field has shifted dramatically toward targeted and genetic therapies. Historically, ALS treatment options were limited to riluzole, edaravone, also known as Radicava, and supportive care. These mainly slow progression modestly, not stop the disease. However, the new wave of treatments is attacking ALS at the molecular level, and that's where things get interesting. Let's talk about the most important development so far, tofersen, which is marketed as Qalsody. Tofersen is a genetically targeted antisense therapy designed specifically for SOD1A ALS, which accounts for about 2% of cases. It works by blocking the production of the toxic SOD1 protein, reducing neurodegeneration signals, and slowing functional decline. The latest 2025 to 2026 data is incredibly encouraging. Long-term follow-up published in JAMA Neurology showed that about 21 to 27% of early treated patients showed measurable improvement. Disease decline was much slower than typical ALS progression. Some patients maintained function for 3 to 5 years, which researchers called unheard of in this subtype. Even more important, earlier treatment equals better outcomes. Now for the reality check. Tofersen only works for SOD1 mutation patients. It is not a cure, and it's not effective for most ALS cases yet. But this is the first real proof that targeted ALS therapy can change the disease's trajectory. And that is huge. While the headlines focus on new drugs, edaravone or Radicava is still part of the frontline fight. Recent real-world data from 2025 showed that patients on Radicava had fewer disease progression milestones and deaths compared to untreated groups. The oral version of Radicava has also shown slower functional decline and improved survival trends in analyses. So, what does this mean for families? Radicava is not a cure, but it can modestly slow decline. It remains part of combination therapy strategies, and it buys time, and time matters in ALS. Now we get into the future battlefield. As of January 2026, biotech companies are aggressively pursuing RNA-targeting therapies, gene therapies, protein cleanup technologies, and blood-brain barrier repair strategies. Researchers say ALS is biologically heterogeneous, meaning one-size-fits-all drugs have repeatedly failed. Let's look at some examples of promising programs. An X-to-1OC from Exultis Pharma is designed to repair the blood-brain barrier. It's in phase 2 trials and aims to protect neurons. Then there's ATLX128 from Alchemab Therapeutics, which is derived from protective human antibodies. Its first-in-human trial started in 2025, and it's backed by a partnership with Eli Lilly. And there's the CTX100 gene therapy from Chelosia, which targets the toxic TDP-43 protein. After preclinical success in models, human trials are expected mid-decade. Why does this matter? For decades, ALS drugs failed because they only treated symptoms. These new therapies are trying to attack the root causes. That's the strategic shift. Now, and this is important. Progress is real, but so are the failures. Recent examples show us that some experimental ALS drugs have been discontinued after showing no meaningful benefit in trials. The previously hyped drug Relyvrio was withdrawn after failing a key trial. What this tells us is that ALS research is high risk and high failure. But each failure is teaching researchers which biological targets actually matter, and that's accelerating the field. So what do the experts now believe? The consensus in 2026 is shifting toward 3 big ideas. First, ALS is likely multiple diseases, not one. This is why precision medicine is exploding. Second, earlier treatment is critical. Data from Tofferson strongly suggests that if you treat earlier, you preserve more neurons and you get better long-term outcomes. And third, combination therapy is probably the future. Many researchers now believe ALS will eventually be treated like HIV, cancer, or multiple sclerosis, meaning drug cocktails, not single magic bullets. If your family is in this fight, here's the honest truth. We do not have a cure yet, but we are closer than we were even 5 years ago. And for the first time, targeted therapies are showing real biological impact. The momentum is real. And InnerVaraNexus is going to keep tracking every serious development. No hype, no fluff. Drop a like if you want real, data-driven updates on ALS research. Subscribe to InnerVaraNexus. Because this channel was born the day ALS entered our lives and we are not backing down. Drop a comment below. What mutation or ALS type are you researching right now? And what breakthroughs do you want us to investigate next? We're in this fight together. Don't forget to follow my wife on Instagram and check out our ebook on daily living hacks. And we will see you next time.